What if I told you that your phone, maybe even just a tiny sensor on your wrist, could predict a serious health crisis before it even starts?
hmm
Does that sound like science fiction, or is it actually our near future?
It's probably closer than most people think. Today, we're going to dive into how AI is, well, quietly, but really powerfully,
Okay.
reshaping healthcare.
Yeah.
We're giving you a peek into this future of like proactive, personalized health management that honestly, most people haven't even dreamed of yet. You walk away knowing something pretty cutting edge.
We all know the routine, right? Those endless waiting rooms feels like time just stops.
Yeah.
And the mountains of paperwork and just the stress of juggling appointments, tracking symptoms, especially, if you or someone you love has a chronic condition.
No, it's a lot.
It feels like, I don't know, trying to navigate Mumbai traffic during rush hour while also juggling flaming torches. It's just overwhelming sometimes. Our healthcare system, it often feels like it's playing catch up.
It really does. It's largely built on reaction, isn't it? You feel sick, you go see someone.
Right.
But what if? Imagine managing a chronic condition wasn't that constant battle. Less paperwork, fewer frantic calls, more like having this silent, super smart guardian watching over your health, like 2147.
Okay.
The latest research, the advancements we're seeing, they're painting exactly that picture. You've got wearables, smart IoT devices, these advanced telehealth platforms, all powered by AI.
Right.
And this isn't just about convenience. It's enabling what some researchers call continuous proactive care. It's a total shift from the reactive model we know.
Yeah.
It's about getting ahead of the problem.
Okay, let's dig into that. Our first big insight then, this idea of constant, benevolent health surveillance.
Yeah, exactly. It's not sci-fi anymore.
Hmm.
We're seeing smart wearables and IoT devices become way more than just step counters. These are becoming sophisticated monitors.
So yeah, definitely more than my fitness tracker. We're talking tech that monitors your vital signs in real time. That seems huge for managing health long term.
It is huge.
But the real game changer is the AI interpreting all that data, right?
Precisely. That is where the magic happens, really. AI takes this flood of continuous data and turns it into, well, actionable intelligence.
Actionable how?
Okay, so for people managing complex conditions, think heart failure, diabetes, AI is actually learning to predict flare-ups before they even happen physically.
Wow. Before.
Yeah, before. So instead of a patient suddenly getting worse and rushing to the ER, the system can alert clinicians to intervene early.
Right.
So maybe your doctor gets a flag, calls you, adjusts your meds based on tiny changes in your heart rate patterns or glucose trends, and potentially stops a serious event completely.
That's incredible. It really is like having a guardian angel, almost, but for your health stats, always on duty. For anyone with a chronic condition or, caring for someone who does, this isn't just preventing emergencies. It must change their whole quality of life. That constant worry. Maybe it starts to fade.
That's the hope. The potential impact on peace of mind is just immense. Of course, there are challenges like data security, making sure systems talk to each other so the right doctor gets the alert.
Sure, yeah. Big hurdles.
But the potential is undeniable.
Absolutely. Okay, insight number 2. Let's talk about those everyday things, like, the little health questions or did I remember my pills this evening? Small stuff, maybe, but it adds up.
It really does. And this is exactly where conversational agents, basically AI chatbots, virtual assistants, are stepping in. Think of them as your pocket-sized health expert.
And hopefully better than those annoying automated phone menus we all hate.
Oh, much better. These AI tools are getting seriously sophisticated. They can help triage symptoms, right? Figure out if what you're feeling needs urgent attention or if you can manage it.
Okay.
They can answer health questions instantly, pulling from reliable medical sources. And crucially for so many people, they can remind patients about medications.
That medication reminder alone, huge. No more second-guessing yourself.
Exactly. And what the research is showing is a double win here. These tools seem to be really improving adherence. People actually taking their meds correctly.
Right, which is critical.
Absolutely critical. And at the same time, they're reducing provider workload. Think about all the routine calls nurses and doctors handle, freeing them up for more complex issues.
So for you listening, this means getting reliable info, support, 24/7, answers, symptom checks, that little nudge about your meds, all without needing an appointment. It makes healthcare feel, I don't know, less daunting.
More accessible, definitely.
Yeah.
Like asking about a side effect and getting a sensible answer right away without feeling like you're bothering someone.
Yeah. It just weaves health management into your life more smoothly.
Precisely. Less of an event, more of a background support system.
Okay, and speaking of freeing up professionals, let's move to Insight 3, the silent scribe. Anyone who's watched a doctor during a visit knows how much time they spend typing, right? The documentation burden is massive.
It is. It's a huge drain on time and energy, time they could be spending actually talking with the patient. And this is where voice recognition AI, specifically for ambient listening, is starting to look like a real game changer.
Okay, ambient listening AI. That sounds interesting. A little futuristic, maybe? How does that actually work? Is it just recording everything?
It's smarter than just recording. The AI listens during the conversation between the patient and the doctor, but it understands the context. Its job is to generate clinical notes from patient-provider conversations automatically.
Automatically generating the notes.
Yeah, but not just word for word. It identifies the key stuff, medical terms, diagnoses, treatment plans, patient concerns as they come up naturally in conversation, and structures it all into a coherent note.
Wow. So the doctor can actually look at the patient, maintain eye contact, listen properly instead of focusing on the keyboard.
That's exactly the idea. It transforms the interaction, and the benefits are huge. First, obviously, it's cutting documentation time, sometimes by hours a day. Massive relief.
Hours? Yeah, I can imagine.
But here's the deeper thing, maybe the hidden bonus. It's also really helping to mitigate clinician burnout.
Ah, burnout. That's a huge issue.
Huge. So when doctors and nurses are less buried in admin, they can be more present, more empathetic. They can provide better care, frankly. It's not just efficiency. It's about healing the healers, strengthening the whole system from the inside.
That's a really powerful point, a systemic benefit. And for you, the patient, it means your doctor can focus more on the direct interaction on you, not the computer screen.
Right.
You feel heard, understood. That human connection, which can sometimes get lost, gets restored. No more talking to the back of their head while they type.
Exactly. It lets the art of medicine come back to the forefront, supported by the tech.
Okay, so we've got these three pieces. The invisible guardian watching vitals, the pocket assistant for support, and the silent scribe freeing up clinicians. How do these innovations kind of connect? How do they create that bigger picture you mentioned?
Well, that's what's really exciting. They interlock beautifully. Individually, they're powerful, right? But together, they build that continuous proactive care model. The wearables give the data stream, the chatbots support the patient day-to-day and boost adherence, and the ambient AI lets clinicians focus on that data and the patient.
Yeah.
It all works together to enable that seamless at-home care.
Right.
We're really seeing that shift from reactive clinic-based care only going when you're sick to proactive patient-centered care where health is managed, even optimized right where you live, preventing problems before they start.
It really shifts the focus, doesn't it? From the clinic to your life, your home. And that's why it matters to you listening. The big takeaway seems to be patients enjoy seamless at-home care while clinicians focus more on direct patient interactions. It feels like a win-win.
It truly is. It's optimizing the system for both patient well-being and the clinician's ability to provide that human-centered care. It's more than just tweaking things. It's reimagining the whole journey.
So just to quickly recap this deep dive, we talked about AI wearables becoming proactive managers for chronic conditions, spotting trouble early. We looked at AI chatbots acting as your immediate support, boosting medication adherence right in your pocket.
Yeah.
And we explored ambient listening AI, the silent scribe, slashing admin time, and fighting clinician burnout so they can focus more on you.
And the bottom line is, this isn't just about cool new gadgets.
Yeah.
AI is fundamentally changing healthcare towards a future that's more proactive, definitely more personalized, and much more efficient for everybody. It's making health management feel more intuitive, more human, ironically.
So here's a final thought to chew on. As AI gets, well, closer to us monitoring our bodies, reminding us, even listening in on doctor visits, what do you think is the most important question we need to ask? About privacy, maybe? Data? Or just keeping that essential human touch safe in this new technological age? Something to consider as this all unfolds.
Definitely food for thought.
Okay.
The future of health isn't just coming, it's getting personal.
And that's our deep dive for today. Next time, we're tackling another huge topic. Can AI really predict the future of work? We'll get into the surprising industries set for massive change and, crucially, the skills you might need to thrive. You really won't want to miss our look at where work is heading. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that follow button so you catch what everyone's going to be talking about next week.